Anime's most hated. Part 4. But 5 anime villains that left us shook but had a point. Simply saying there's nothing tougher than when a villain's monologue hits harder than the hero's purpose. Starting with my favorite anime of all time, Yu Yu Hakusho. This character didn't fall into darkness, he was pushed. If you guessed the guy with 7 personalities and overpowered as heck, Shinobu Sensui was definitely the detective of Spirit World that we didn't know we had. Sensui, once spirit detective, now genocidal maniac, has planned to unleash hell on Earth. I'm not gonna lie, he was absolutely hated throughout Yu Yu Hakusho by a lot of the verse, but at the same time, he was understandable. After witnessing the darkest side of humanity, literally torture for sport, Sensui broke, he lost his mind, his faith in justice and morality, believing humans were just as evil as demons. His ideology twisted, sure, but grounded in real trauma. I'm not gonna lie to you, after seeing the stuff he's seen in that room, ooh, it's enough to make anyone go insane. Next up, we have the man who didn't want to rule the world, but fix it instead. This guy also spent the majority of his days pretty much talking up or hyping up Hashirama. Yes, if you thought Madara Uchiha, you're absolutely correct. Madara manipulated generations, unleashing war upon them, and tried to enslave the world in a dream. Yes, the guy who tried to put everybody in an infinite Tsukiyomi, and honestly, he was almost successful. Or was he not? In the end, Madara was understandable. Madara saw the cycle of hatred and sadness, ended by force. His plan to trap humanity in a peaceful illusion because the reality only birthed pain. I ain't gonna lie, that was cold as hell. Yes, he believed peace was only possible through control. And this easily leads us to the villain who gave us a reason to side-eye our own humanity with his reasoning. Yes, we're talking about Goku Black, aka Zamasu. This man was hated for stealing Goku's body, of course, committed mass extinction and nearly erased time itself. I ain't gonna lie to you, if you played the games, you're very familiar. But this is understandable for one reason. Zamasu believed mortals corrupted everything, and in a way he was not wrong. Wars, pollution, violence. He thought gods should purify existence. It's extreme, but the logic, is kind of hauntingly poetic. And to be completely transparent, understanding that a lot of the villains here aren't technically evil per se, but just very strategic with the weight that they hold on their shoulders from all of the corruption that they're surrounded by. Like I said, a lot of this is trauma-induced characters. They could have been a hero, but they chose the wrong path. This leads us to the one and only Askeladd from Vinland Saga. The man manipulated a child, took his father out, and twisted honor into strategy. Because I ain't gonna lie to you, after I seen what he did to Thor's, I mean, come on, bro. And you took Thorfinn and raised him as your own. Well, for the most part. The understanding with this one is a little bit on the fence. Askeladd was brutal, but everything he did was to protect Wales. Now I'm gonna lie, a homeland most forgot existed. He lived a double life using cunning and bloodshed to keep his people alive from under Vikings tyranny. Now, the Vikings were taking control of everything during this time, and obviously they were running shop. All of that to say, the man was a monster, but even monsters want to feel love, which brings us up to our next character on the list, Envy. And if you know anything about Envy, she's the one who got snapped. The pure distaste for Envy came from manipulative, vicious, and took joy in causing suffering, including the offing of a fan favorite Hughes. Now I ain't gonna lie to you, after she did that to Hughes, I was absolutely outraged. But I wasn't mad at the get back. Roy Mustang came through with that magic glove and got to work. Understanding Envy would be quite difficult for many, even myself at times, but understand this. Envy was the embodiment of, well, envy itself. In their final moments, we saw the truth. Envy didn't even hate humans. Simply saying Envy was the embodiment of envy itself. And this did not come with any type of peace other than the longing and wanting to be that which he could never be. Anime fans, my question to you is, which anime villain from this list hit the hardest, and who should we cover in part 5? It's these villains made us stop and think to ourselves, bro is kind of spitting, because at the end of the day, they all had something they said that we kind of related to in some way, shape, or form. It's your boy Ty, Way the Anime Way. If you haven't already done so, remember to hit that follow button and join the fam. For more videos like this, comment down below.
Oh my god, boy, he got a Glock. Oh my god, boy, that boy on top.